So this is my first attempt at unboxing. My new monitor showed up. It's an LG, one the curved ultra wide, 34 inches. The box is huge. I got it up to my computer room. Now let me go ahead and open it up. Let's see what it looks like. All right. So the first thing I saw when I opened it, I saw this box giving like instructions. It looks like, and don't use a drill. And these things were on top, and I pulled them out, and still in there. So let me unwrap these and let's take a look at what they are. So I've unwrapped everything. So what we have here is we have the base for the stand. We have a handling guide, just in case. And what we have here is we have the power adapter, and with it, it's power cable. So this provides power. Monitor does come with a single DisplayPort cable and a USB cable, so because it should have some USB hubs, and of course clip. I'm not entirely sure what this is yet. I'll probably find out later. And then like a user's manual, CD, and a bunch of other stuff, but probably not going to use that as much because it's all on the internet. So last out of the box is the rest of the stand, the arm that'll go on the base, and then the monitor itself. It's big. It's 34 inches. Comparative to like my old TV over here. Sorry about the cat box. It looks like it's about the same size, maybe a little bit longer. Definitely not as tall. So let's put this thing together. So the first thing you do is you take the base and put it on the rest of the stand, and on the back here there's just a thumb screw, finger screw. Let me zoom out there. You just screw this. There's I know it's upside down, but some lock and release. So basically I'm turning it to, if I were looking at it actually like this, I'm turning it clockwise to the lock position. Until there's, it still feels a little loose. Let me tighten this. Yeah. So there we go. Put the stand together. So the monitor is going to attach to that. Looks like it just flips over the top there. I don't see any screws on the back, as you can see. Sorry about all the fan noise. My room gets kind of warm. I mean, as you can see, that's like my old monitor. It's an old 24-inch. I've had it forever, so it's time to replace it. So let's take a look at the back of this thing, and let me put it on. So this is kind of holding itself up. It's stable. So yeah, here's the back. Some USB ports, HDMI display ports, all your other stuff, and that's where it will mount to the stand. So yeah, it looks like you kind of just, here. So yeah, that should just go up in there like that. And then it should just kind of pop right in place. Let me pop it in real quick before I knock this thing over. So yeah, I was really close. Basically you just, once you put it in, up here, you just kind of push this in and it latches, and it holds up. So now let me take this out, take this old thing out, and put this thing in. So here's the thing, that's where it's going to sit. It tilts a little. I'm real close. It also slides up and down, so that's it at like relatively low and about where I'll be looking at it. And then yeah, like you can kind of see it's raised up, so it goes up. So now let me plug it in, because it looks like I won't be able to necessarily use the old power cable because it's got a special adapter, probably because it's huge. And then I got to attach a new cable because it's my old monitor connection. It's an old HDMI cable. So real quick, here's the actual cable that plugs into the wall. As you can see, like, it's got a 90-degree angle plug, which I actually prefer because I feel like your standard like plug-in cables, they're easy to bend. Whereas this, it's easier to hide if it's a 90-degree angle. Can make it sometimes harder. And yeah, so this is the plug that goes into, as you can see, the power adapter. So I'm gonna go plug that in and so I can provide power. Later I'll worry about the cable management. So plugging this power cable in, I found, took me a second, but if you see that little circle there at the bottom, that'll plug right in, and then let me plug that in the wall, and I'll get my DisplayPort cable. So yeah, as a note I said earlier, it does come with its own DisplayPort cable. It's not the longest cable, but honestly I think for me that's a good thing, because like I have to go from there to there. It's not a very long distance, so that should fit it pretty well. Alright, so I have it set up, I have it plugged in. I have to do some cable management later. I do really like it. Does take up a lot more space. So let me boot up my computer. Let's see. Make sure everything works. So yeah, it read it off the DisplayPort because I was running on HDMI before, so it looks good. Windows is a little bit stretched out, but I gotta mess with the resolution. But overall, I'm really happy so far. Like, obviously, haven't done anything, but it went together really well. I have an NVIDIA card, so this is the G-Sync model, and like as we can see, compared to like the old monitor, I get a lot more real estate. So yeah, that's my new monitor, my new toy.